Here's the 1-2 to Higgins. In there at the top of the zone for strike 3. And so Taylor Hess retires the leadoff batter, 1 gone in the top of the first. Here's the 2-2. Fessler waves and misses, and Hess with back-to-back Ks here to start this one. Runner at first, 2 gone in the top of inning number 1, and Abby Klaft, the cleanup hitter, digs in. The 0-1. Peterson on the ground to the right side against the shift, and it's through into center field. 1 run scores. 2 runs will score as the throw comes in up the line. And Detroit Mercy takes a 2-0 lead in the top of the first. So Brooke Mannon having to at least make Babcock think about it. And a pitch clock violation is how the inning ends.
We'll see if the Hoosiers can continue to stack momentum.
Alex Cooper with a hot shot to second, caught by Wendy Catola, and the throw to first doubles off Van Brandt. So just as quickly as Indiana had a base runner, it's erased. Good defense there by Catola at second of the campaign. And the 2-2 is smashed to straightaway left. Peterson back, it's over her head and off the wall. Parker will score. Bird trotting into second base with a stand-up double. And it's 2-1 Detroit Mercy as Indiana gets one back from its cleanup hitter.
Again, that's Josie Bird now with her 43rd RBI on the year.
The 2-2. And Catola smashes one to deep left, sending Kettleman straight back at the wall, and she's out of room. It's a solo shot for Wendy Catola. And Detroit Mercy gets that run right back. It's 3-1 Titans here in the second. We were talking about how hitters could likely drive the ball out of the yard, especially to the left side once again. Higgins, a hot shot to third, fielded on the shoe tops by Strader, and the throw to first is in time to get the Titans center fielder. That's the first down here in inning number 2. He has not shied away from difficult competition as Davis hits a flare to right center field. Goins comes in and makes the catch. And that's the second out. But Vitale talking about how leadoff homer from Wendy Catola. The run scored in this frame as Fessler swings and misses, and that's strike 3. So Catola stretches the Titans' lead back to 2 after an inning and a half in Bloomington. And so here's Van Brandt with the bases loaded. And the first pitch hits her, and that forces in a run. It's 3-2 as Flynn has hit back-to-back batters on back-to-back pitches. The pitch. Parker gets hit on the leg. And so the nation's leading hit-by-pitch team continues to get plunked. That is the 3rd hit batter of this inning, and we are tied at 3. It's the 2nd HBP with the bases loaded. Infield shading Klaft to her pull side. Here's the pitch. And she hits it to straightaway center. Goins drifting back and makes the catch to retire the Titans cleanup hitter here to start the 3rd. See if Mannon can lock back in. Looking for her 2nd K. And the 2-2 is popped up behind first base. Bird into foul ground, squeezes the leather, and that's out number 2. She went with the hard stuff. Peterson swings and misses, and that's the inning. Section of the Indiana order was able to muster as Strader drives this one deep to straightaway right field. Schlachter back at the wall. It's off the wall. Strader is thinking 3. The throw in is well late. Madeline Strader with a leadoff triple to start the bottom of the 3rd. She didn't miss a homer by much. Schultz rocks and deals. And Haberstroh hits it off the end of the bat to shallow right. Schlachter coming in. She will not get there. Strader trotting home. Haberstroh thinking 2 is thrown out. But Indiana takes a 4-3 lead on the RBI single. Here's the 1-1. Gavin squares to bunt. It's a good one back to the circle. Schultz looking the runner back. She throws it away. And coming home is Ellie Goins. Everybody is safe. Once again, the base running helps out Indiana. It's now 5-3. The 2-2. And Babcock swings and misses as Mannon went with the hard stuff, and she picks up her 4th strikeout of the game.
Well, Brooke Mannon is having a great start.
Mannon has tried to work low and away against her. Here's the pitch. Higgins weakly back to the circle. There's Mannon fielding her position once again. And the meeting in the circle works wonders for Indiana. Pinch runner for Avery Parker over at first base is Peyton Drummond. 7 steals for her on the season. And there she goes from first base. Throwing from her knees is Fessler, but it's not handled cleanly. And so Drummond swipes second and takes the double play out of order. Got to wait on it a tick longer and try to keep it fair. Here's the 2-1. Goins gets jammed, sends it in the air to center field. Higgins back fighting the sun. She can't make the play. 1 run scores. 2 runs will score. The throw comes into third. It is late. Higgins got a terrible jump on that ball. Both runs scored. Ellie Goins into third base safely as Indiana extends the lead at 7-3. Flew out to center in the second. And the 2-0 on the ground sharply to the left side. Nice scoop by Strader. And an accurate throw gets Davis for the first out of the 5th. Would be her second time being struck out by Mannon here today. Here's the pitch. And she goes up the ladder and comes up with nothing. Fessler 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts as Mannon records another K, her 4th of the game. Here's the 1-2. Klaft swings and misses out in front of a breaking ball. And that's the inning. A pair of Ks and a 1-2-3 5th for Brooke Mannon. Just a little bit out in front as she threw the hands at it. The 1-2. Bird swings and misses in the dirt, and that's the inning. So Indiana had first and third, nobody out, walks away with nothing. And here's the full count pitch. A breaking ball in there for strike 3. 3 straight strikeouts for Brooke Mannon dating back to the 5th. But it's the largest private Catholic school in Michigan. Here's the 3-2 to Peterson. Strike 3 called. 4 Ks in a row for Brooke Mannon. A season-high 7 punch-outs on the day. Rallying from down 1-0, scoring 4 times in the final 3 innings. Hubble on the ground off the end of the bat. Tough play for Strader. Quickly up with it and across in time. And Brooke Mannon has been phenomenal here this afternoon. Back-to-back 1-2-3 innings, and we head to the bottom of the 6th. Here's the 2-2. Fluker waves and misses at the breaking ball. And Brooke Mannon's banner afternoon continues. Here's the 3-1. And Davis, a soft liner the other way. This is trouble, and it is down. Catola sprinting home from second base. The throw in is cut off. And Detroit Mercy inches back within 3. It's 7-4. But the 2-1 is hit in the air to straightaway center. Ellie Goins has a play. She makes the catch. The runner will tag. The throw to the plate is up the line. It gets away, and the trail runner advances to second, but that's it.
And at the plate, Liv Peterson hit.
On the ground to the right side, this could do it. Van Brandt up with it. The underhand flip to first is in time. Indiana flirts with danger, but escapes with a win here this afternoon as Peterson grounds out with the bases loaded.